Are you tired of getting teabagged, wallbanged, or straight up embarrassed in Rainbow Six Siege? Well, it's time to put an end to that.
What you want, what you gonna do when Sheriff John Brown come for you? Tell me what you wanna do, what you gonna do? Yeah.
What is going on, guys? Narcoleptic Nugget here, and we are back for another Spawn Peek map breakdown. Today we will be looking at Plane, which honestly doesn't have too many hidden peaks, but hopefully you'll still learn something to incorporate into your own playstyle. So without further ado, let's get into it. One thing to note before we get started is that I no longer recommend checking the cameras to find out where the drones are spawning before the round, as it is less beneficial now that everyone chooses their own unique spawn. That being said, I do recommend choosing which spawn you're going to peek based on where the objective is located. People will likely choose the closest spawn to the objective. Alright, so for the plane map, we have 3 attacker spawns to know. The main entrance on the northeast side, the reporter entrance on the northwest side, and the front service entrance on the south side. As with every map, I have my operator of choice, and for plane map, it is Doc. So I choose Doc for a few reasons. The first being his special ability, which for those of you unfamiliar with him is his revive gun, which he can use to shoot and revive teammates, or more importantly in this case, use to self-revive. So to peek on this map, you have to extend quite far out of the plane, where if you go down, you're pretty much out of luck in terms of getting a revive. Therefore, his self-revival ability is crucial. That, combined with his max armor, makes him a pretty beastie peeker on this map. The other reason I choose him is for his MP5, which does relatively high damage and has the ability to attach an ACOG scope for easier headshots, as the spawns on this map are quite far away from the plane itself. Alright, so this map is slightly different than the rest because to peek on this map, except for one of the peaks I believe, you pretty much have to go outside and you're going to be detected. I'll give you some tips on that later, but for now let's go through all the peaks, starting with the main entrance. So we are at the front of the plane on the main level at a door facing the north side. So you're going to want to pull this one down and go outside. Now I'm going to do this slow just so I can show you guys everything. So the attackers who choose main entrance are either going to spawn on this far side of this close truck or on the other side of this close truck on the right. Okay? So that being said, you have 3 options when you peek main entrance. The first being the safe one that I like to do is run to the left pole here, lean left, and shoot people coming out the back side of this fire truck. The direct approach is to run straight out to the stairwell and shoot people coming out the front of this fire truck right below this mirror. By the time you run from there to right here, they should be right underneath this mirror. So pretty much run here and start shooting. The last option that you have is to run to this wall right here, look to the right and lean to the right, and shoot people coming out the back side of this fire truck. You could also shoot people coming out the front side, but most people are going to come out the back side. So I would recommend that, but yeah, your choice. Alright, on to the next spot. Alright, so the next one's on the lower level, as far to the front of the plane as you can go down here, facing north. So pull the door down, and you have 2 options again. Either run straight to this wall, and try to catch people coming around the front of the fire truck. That's pretty much the main method. Again, you're exposed to people who are spawning over here, so just take note of that. The other way is to run over here, crouch so that you're protected from this, and shoot people coming around the back of the plane, or sorry, back of the fire truck. So 2 methods here. Alright, so now we're at the middle of the plane here, at the door right beside the stairwell going to the cockpit. So this is a good peek because you don't actually have to go outside if you don't want to. You can wait right here, so as you see I'm still in the door frame. That is actually the back of the fire truck. Here, I'll show you. That's the back of the fire truck where they're going to spawn. So you can literally wait here in the door frame for them to come around the corner. Your other option is to run out, and try to catch people going toward the front. So I'd say you're better off staying here and catching them, anyone that comes out this way. But hey, if you don't see anyone, run out there and try to catch them as they're going down the front of the truck. Or even, maybe some will spawn over here. So that's that spawn right there, or that's that peek right there. Alright, so now for the reporter entrance spawn peek at the back of the plane. This one is still on the north side, and for this spawn there are 2 peek spots available. So let's go through them. So we are at the back of the plane on the main level, at the door facing the north side. So pull it down and run outside. So I'm going to do this slow just so you guys can, so I can show you guys everything again. Alright, so this fire truck on the left is where some people spawn, and this fire truck right here is where some people spawn. Knowing that, I'm going to show you guys the peeks now. So when you choose this peek spot, you have 3 options. You can run to the very left, which I like to do, lean, and catch people coming around the back side of the fire truck. If they come around that corner, they're getting a bullet to the head. There's really not much they can do about it. they won't be expecting it. Also, I like this peek spot because of this panel right here. Great protection. Other option is to run to the right here, crouch so that you're semi-protected from people, and shoot the people coming out of the front of the fire truck. That's an option. Last option being you run to this wall right here, lean to the right, and shoot people at this fire truck. So they're coming out the back side of this other spawn point, I guess you could call it. So those are the 3 from this one. Let's go to the next one. So now we're in the luggage hold at the bottom of the plane, facing the north side. So run to this door, pull it down, and you really only have one option for this peek spot. Run out to this blue box here, crouch, lean left, and aim for the front of the fire truck. That's the left fire truck. Sorry, the left of the 2 fire trucks, where if people choose reporter entrance, they're going to spawn. So again, run out here, crouch, lean, and aim right there. Done. Reporter entrance, that's all I got. I actually lied, there's one more peek for reporter entrance that I forgot about, because I don't really use it, but it's at the front of the plane here on the main level. And what you want to do is pull down this door again that we did initially for the main entrance, and run to the left. And as you can see right here, that is the front of the truck where people might spawn if they choose the rear reporter entrance. So you can't really get shots at the other one, and people leaving the back of this truck, we showed you how to get them from up there. But the front of the truck, we couldn't see, and so this is somewhere where you can go to get people at the front of the truck. And it is a relatively safe peek because you are kind of blocked from anyone spawning over here or even spawning over here. So run outside, aim right there, a couple extra kills. There you go. So we are back on the lower level at the front side of the plane, and we're going to peek the front service entrance on the south side. So go out the south side door and run outside. So your attackers again have 2 options for spawning. They're either going to spawn on the other side of this truck right here on your right, or the other side of this truck right here on your left. That being said, you don't have many options for this one. You pretty much run outside, and my best bet would be to shoot people coming out the back side of this truck. You could try to be sneaky, and when you run outside, try to crouch for some protection, lean, and shoot people coming, at the front of this truck. But I mean, I don't know, that's a tough peek. You're probably going to be detected before you see anyone, so I suggest running out, trying to shoot people right there, quickly. On to the next one. So we are again at the back of the plane, and you can actually peek the front service entrance from here. So go out the south side entrance, exit at the back of the plane, and you want to run outside and look to the left. Now, that red right there is the fire truck we were just looking at from over there. So this is kind of like a fallback peek. It's kind of after you peeked everywhere, the enemy's kind of expecting you to peek, and they're looking for it. This is kind of one of those spots that you want to go to, because you may not get a kill from here, but anyone who comes out the back of the fire truck right there will be able to get lit up by you. So it's just another option that you can do if you've already peeked from a lot of places. So the last peek is actually in the cockpit here, and this is the only one that I would not recommend using if you're dock. And that's because you have to run so far. So let me show you. You have to run all the way out here, and see, I'm already detected now, and you're peeking the front service entrance from up here. So obviously you can see that this is a great peek spot, right? Like, anyone caught behind this fire truck is easy pickings. However, you're going to be detected about here if you're a slow character, so that'll give them plenty of time to find you, look up, and be ready to shoot you, or at least hide. And so that kind of messes up everything. So this is the only peek that I would recommend you be a quick character like Jaeger, or one of the other ones at full speed, so that you can run out there and before you even get detected, start just, laying waste to them right here. Again, I know Doc has the self-revive, and it's really helpful because I have gone down right here and been able to, stay alive or whatever and run back inside. But I think you're better off using a fast character and getting those, surprise headshots, and you could probably get multiple kills rather than trying to run out here with someone slow and being detected. So that's just my suggestion. Try it with whatever character you like, and get a feel for how you want to play it. But yeah, that's all the peeks. Alright guys, so before I go, there are 2 essential tips that I want to give you guys for peeking on the plane map. And the first one, and I know I've said this before, but do not pull down the doors until the prep phase timer is pretty much at 0 or at 0, so that the drones either don't hear you pulling down a door, or especially don't see you pulling down a door. Because if the enemy knows where you're going to peek on this map, because you have to travel so far, it's pretty much a suicide mission, and they're going to be ready for you and shoot you in the head. Just saying. So that's one tip. The other tip, and this is kind of one for those you know, people who peek a lot, and I'm in that category obviously because I'm making these videos. But after you peek them a couple times, pull down a door or whatever when the prep phase timer hits 0 again, so the drones don't hear you. But do not go outside for about 10 seconds, and maybe even more, maybe less, but about 10 seconds. And I say that because when people spawn on this map, you know, they've been peeked a couple times, they're going to be ready for it. And so when they spawn in, they're going to start looking at the entrances and start trying to, like, you know, shoot anyone that comes outside. But if no one comes outside, they're going to be like, oh, no one's peeking this round. So wait about 10 seconds after you pull down the door. And I do this a lot with the back entrance, but you could really do it with anything. So I wait 10 seconds and then run outside, and they'll probably be starting to come up the ramp, or maybe even halfway up. And if there's multiple people, it's like an easy, like, shooting gallery, and you can pretty much get easy kills. So that's my tip. If you're peeking a lot on plane map, I highly suggest do a delayed peek. So count about 10 seconds and then go outside, and even though the enemy may have been expecting a peek, they won't be after that, and again, easy kills. So good luck, guys, and that's the plane map for you. And before I go, let me leave you guys with my peeking tips. 1, don't abuse the peek. If you peek every round, they will be expecting it and you will get wrecked. 2, don't get greedy. You're better off to kill one, retreat, and make it a 5v4 than to kill one and then die and just have it a 4v4. Doesn't really help your team. And 3, if your operator's gun isn't made for long distance or is a shotgun, you're better off using your handgun. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button down below, and if you would like to see more videos just like this one, leave a comment and let me know. Thanks for watching, and good luck sieging.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?